Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much as always for your continued support and for being here and tuning into my tutorial. Today we are going to be doing a Charlotte Tilbury full face, well basically a full face, and this will be the look that we'll be creating. I'm actually loving it. I have re-fallen in love with eyeshadow palettes, just the whole skin routine. I wanted to kind of like mimic the ads and the way that they market their products and how they achieve that look in the marketing ads. So yeah, I hope that I've done that, but I genuinely love it. So we will get onto that, but first I want to open something with you which I haven't seen yet. Sparkly things, we like them. I got sent by a brand called IDYL, and I think it's pronounced IDYL, and this is a jewellery brand that has gifted me some diamond earrings for stacking. So I thought we would open it together before we get into the makeup tutorial, and I haven't seen them yet. I haven't seen anything inside the box, so I'm just quite excited. And they said, Melissa, we're so happy that you're part of the IDYL family. We're sure you will glow in our diamonds and we can't wait to see where we take this partnership. Enjoy the sparkles. Love the IDYL team. Thank you guys, really appreciate that. Makeup and jewellery, you can't really go wrong, can you? It's a combo that we love. They just complement each other so well. Make your face sparkle and your ears. I'm gonna read you a bit about this brand. So it's a sustainable brand. We want to be as clear as our gems, the finest sustainable materials that you can wear forever. Guilt-free, high caliber jewellery without the crazy markups, straight to your door. We like the best of both worlds, honest prices for excellent sparkle. Hashtag keep it coming. We use 100% conflict-free 14 karat solid gold. It will not oxidize or discolor and can withstand every day. Hashtag oh yeah, I love the hashtags, it's so cute. Lab grown diamonds, so a more sustainable diamond. They require little of the earth's energy to grow and have the same clarity and sparkle. Hashtag win-win. They're a modular design, so a modular collection made to mix and match. And I'll explain when I show you them. I haven't seen them myself, but I do know the purpose of the brand and how you can mix and match because I did my research. But you pick a base and choose from the menu of add-ons to start building your IDYL collection. Hashtag less is more. Craftsmanship, so every piece is handmade and undergoes in-house quality control to ensure your diamonds are perfectly cut and set in flawless solid gold. Hashtag approved. So I'm going to show you what they mean by the modular design. Something special. Oh, love that. Perfect. Little jewellery bag. So we have this box first, and then we have another beautiful pouch inside here. Oh, brilliant. And you get your certificate, just letting you know that they're lab grown diamonds. The color grade is D and G. The clarity is VS. The cut is excellent. And they're traceable 14 karat solid gold, handmade in Belgium. In the bag, you've got a really cute mirror. I love that. And it says IDYL on there. And a silk scrunchie. All right, let's get into it. It says, tear me up. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have a stud that is at the top, and then we have, so this is one of the modular designs here, which means that you can use the stud or any other kind of stud to pop this on, or you can use any, or you can order any other like modular design, which means that you can use this stud to add on to any other kind of like design. It's preference. Let's just get these on, shall we? This is so exciting. I didn't know that I was gonna get sent a necklace. So I'm gonna put this in my hole just there and build up this ear stack. That is so bright. Okay, so I've just got that one on. How gorgeous is that? So beautiful. And then we have this gorgeous necklace. There's this stunning piece here, which I am going to add on as well and just show you that all together. There's the necklaces, and I've put this add-on with the single add-on, and honestly it's so stunning. They're actually really good sizes, and so yeah, I'm gonna link all the ones that I have, and again, like I said, so you can use this as an add-on or by itself. I love just a normal simple stud, and I can have the add-on when I want, or I can just take it off and have the stud. It is so versatile, but they are genuinely stunning. So yeah, love them. Thank you so much to the IDYL team. I really appreciate it. Really beautiful, and I'm really, really grateful. So thank you. Let's get stuck into creating this super glowy Charlotte Tilbury ethereal skin. You know, if you're a spring bride and you want to just like look like you're radiant and beaming, honestly, this tutorial was for you and these products. And I'm going to obviously link everything for you in the description box. But let's get into it, guys. This is what we're working with, guys. And again, I am honestly like really grateful that I get to get PR like this. This is actually the first time I've ever had Charlotte Tilbury PR. So it's quite a large bag. There's a lot of stuff in it. It's basically, they invited makeup artists to almost like top up their kit. Sorry, I need to keep reminding myself to look in the camera. So yeah, they invited makeup artists to have like a kit top up, which is amazing. And I will be putting these into my kit because I've gone through the bag and there's so many things that will be great and also more compact, and I won't have to carry as much stuff with me. So yeah, this is a really nice condensed kit. One of the things that I'm really excited about is the new eyeshadow palettes, and they're palettes of 9 shadows. They're absolutely stunning. They've got the staple like pressed glitter in them and the pressed pigments, but obviously before it was just 4, it was slightly limiting. So yeah, they've created, I think it's 6 palettes with all different colors. And then I've got the lip liners. But yeah, let's get started, and as we go along, I'll just keep showing you. I'm also going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury brushes because they did give some brushes, so it'll be nice to check them out. I've never actually used them before. This will be the first time. One of the things I'm really excited about using is the skin prep, because I've heard so much about like the magic cream, the serums, and I've never used them. I've always felt like the cream was slightly pricey, and I'm always a bit funny with buying creams from makeup brands and not skincare brands. So that's just me being really honest, but it does have rave reviews, and if you guys have used it and been using it for a while, then please do let me know. But I will tell you how it feels. Lately, my skin has been so dry. Even my lips now, they feel beyond crusty. But I've just been so dry. So the fact that I know that it's quite a heavy moisturizer, I'm actually looking forward to it because yeah, my skin needs that. I've got all the brushes prepared, and they do have the names on what they are. So as we are applying, I will just let you know what brushes I'm using. Now, I do understand that this is quite a luxury makeup brand, so it is a bit pricey. My advice is, if you're thinking about grabbing something, just make sure that you've really seen that, oh my god, when Mel applied that I love the way that looked, or I love the way that did something, because you want that kind of feeling when you're buying and using a product. And obviously everything works together, but there are some products that I am going to apply and you're going to be like, wow. That's enough talking, let's get stuck in. So I have the Invisible UV Flawless Poreless Primer. I've got the Magic Serum, and this is Supercharged Youth Radiant Serum, has vitamin C, niacinamide, and Replexium peptide. The thing is, I know that some people can react with vitamin C, I even can sometimes. For the purpose of just really hydrating my skin, I'm going to use it in this video. I don't know, and I can't say how I'm going to react to it. I'm hoping that I don't. So you'll probably be able to see anyway if I get a bit like red when I'm applying it, because my skin is pretty sensitive. And I'm going to go in with the famous Magic Cream, and this is an award-winning product. I actually am not gonna use the SPF just because I don't like layering too many products. I do obviously want my skin to glow, but yeah, I don't want it to be, because Charlotte Tilbury is glowy enough anyway, the products. So, oh, it's very cold. I don't know if this is just because it's been in my studio and it's pretty chilly in here. I might actually grab, oh, I mean, it feels delicious. Feels really nice. It's not actually, is it called, So like I said, my skin is quite dry at the moment, but I can feel that with a serum like this, it doesn't soak into the skin and disappear. It's left this kind of like glow, which is really nice. We'll just go in now with the moisturizer. Don't you just love that, like new. Just grab it with the back of my nail. I'm not gonna go in with too much because I actually don't know how hydrating this is or rich. Oh, it's thick. That's nice. Really, really nice. Yeah, that feels like really hydrating. Ooh. Oh my goodness, look at how hydrated my skin looks. Skin prep makes makeup look 10 times better. And look, you don't need loads of products. I do see people just layering and they're 10 minutes in and the skin prep is still going. I get it, it's fine. Everyone has their preferences. But for me, how much more do you need? 2 products, you're glowing. I decided not to go in with the primer, which was the SPF 50. And because what I want to do is, I've been using this now for a couple of weeks and it's the Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint and it's called a hydrating foundation stick. Now, this barely has any coverage in it whatsoever. Look, I've swiped it and you can see, yes, it can even out your skin tone, but you will 100% still kind of see through. I've been loving it by itself, but what I do love, so there we go, I'm just showing you there, that hasn't covered that little mark. So it gets rid of some redness, but I wouldn't say, if you're looking for coverage, I wouldn't say go for this. I mean, but the glow is phenomenal. It's been the only thing that when I wear it, I'm like, oh, okay, like I've managed to bring my skin back to life. In that regard, I absolutely love this. I love it underneath foundation and I just love to wear it by itself. The best way to blend it is to just get a brush once you've swiped it on and just really blend that into the skin, just so you don't have any lines, get it all over. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush brush. I'm just using this. I'm just using this because, well, it's nice, it's big, and it covers a lot of surface area and just like easy to blend that round. Oh yeah, guys. So that, honestly, I've had so many compliments on my skin, which I haven't had for a long time. So it's got to be due to this. Oily skin girls, I don't think that this is going to be the best product for you. You probably will start to, yeah, get a bit oily as the day goes on. Because I want this to look a slightly more like done look. I want this to look like the Charlotte Tilbury ads that they put out, and the skin and the makeup, and it's just beaming. It's so beautiful. I mean, the marketing for Charlotte Tilbury, I have to say, it is phenomenal. Everything that they post, you do want to buy. Look, on a beautiful model with perfect skin, everything's gonna look nice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the Beautiful Skin foundation, and I have used this before. You know that I love this, but I don't want it to look so full coverage. So I'm gonna almost create a tinted foundation now, just to get that little bit more coverage, and you'll still see that glow come through. Maybe like, yeah, a pump and a half back of my hand, and I'm gonna sheer this out massively. So I'm gonna use the drops that we used to add the glow, and really just literally create a tinted foundation. Let's use the, oh, this is so cute and diddy. This is called the Hollywood Complexion, and I'm just gonna mix that. And because it's slightly smaller, this is perfect. As you can see, I'm just shearing it out. This is really small, so I can just go in the areas that I want that slight bit more coverage, and to just make it look a bit more flawless. But we don't need to go everywhere. I'm kind of just like blotting it in. And it's still, because we've added that serum, it's still giving that really nice glow. And where we have the tint underneath, it's just working so well together. And I want to try and just cover that slightly more. But don't forget, we've got concealer to do that. Look at that glow. I'm just going to use like a tiny pump now. I'm not going to mix the serum in with this, just for my forehead. But again, where this brush is nice and small, I can really isolate the product and just, yeah, blend it using, you can almost use this brush like a beauty blender, to be fair, which is really nice. That looks really good, guys. Really like that glow. I haven't actually got a Charlotte Tilbury concealer or contour. I didn't manage to get those, and I just don't have them in my kit anyway. So I am going to use, it's a Burberry concealer, and I'm just going to, because it's a really creamy concealer as well, so it will work really nice with this look. And I have been trialing this concealer out for a couple of weeks as well, and I've genuinely fallen in love with it. I just, at the moment, even though I love Hourglass and concealers like that, I just can't use them. It's the cold is too cold, and the concealer is just too full coverage for this type of weather. We're gonna add a cream contour. I'm only gonna use a very small amount, and this is the Rare Beauty. I'm really undecided how I feel about this. I have been trialing it out. What I will say is, and so let's see now, but I do find it does look a bit patchy. Like, it works great on skin without foundation, but as soon as you put a product underneath, I don't know if it lifts it. So this is a bit risky for me, because I really don't want to lift what I've done, but I do want to see if maybe it's just how I've been using it or whatnot. I will use one of the Charlotte Tilbury brushes, just have a little look. But we'll go in now and just blend out that concealer. So this is again part of the complexion brush. Quite good actually, because it can get right into the corners around the eye. It's like a duo fibered brush, so the longer hairs almost airbrush the concealer out, which is good. Just do the same on the other side. Oh, and also I've never really let this contour sit, so. I'm loving the colour of this concealer. It's not too different to the foundation that I've used, which again, if you know me and you've been watching my YouTubes now, you know I'm not into that extreme bright under eye. Yeah, nice. See, it's just a really creamy concealer, so it doesn't take away from any of that beautiful texture that we have from the products that we've used. Now let's blend this cream contour out, and I am using it's called a Magic Complexion brush. I'm gonna press it because I really don't want to move it too much, just in case it lifts. And I'm not going to use too much of this just because, again, I'm a bit nervous. That melted quite nicely. But see, don't know guys, I'm not sure. I'm really, would I recommend this cream contour? In all honesty, nah, I wouldn't. I actually would not. And that's just me being real with you guys. I just want you to see for yourselves. There is something that they've put in this that just does not sit great on products. But I've tried it with different products underneath, different brushes, so yeah. We're now gonna add a little bit more glow, and this is, so we've got the Pink Gasm, and then we have Spotlight. This is one of the lighter highlighters. I love these products. They're just so glowy and just pretty. So obviously you twist, turn the cap on, and then you just squeeze, but be quite gentle when you're squeezing, and just apply straight on, and it will give that really nice glow. I've gone for something light, and I always use my lighter shade before I apply any like blushes or bronzers. Like I said, I don't like when you apply light highlighter over your blush. It completely washes the blush out and almost can look a bit striky and stripy and patchy. I'm actually gonna blend this in with my fingers just because we have such a nice base right now where all the products are melting together. So yeah, as you can see, it just gives, it literally does what it says it does. So this is called Spotlight, and it does give like a spotlight glow to your skin. Really nice. And you can bring it in slightly lower to your cheeks if you smile and you just want that glow to be on the apple of the cheek. And I put a bit on my nose. Oh, guys, the more we're going, the more I'm just all for it. And for blush, we're gonna use Pink Gasm. I've actually used this product loads. I think it's just such a nice blush. Again, that part is so satisfying. I just love when you just squeeze it. So let's go more on the apples here. We wanna make this look like a really pretty Charlotte Tilbury look. You can go a bit higher on the cheekbones as well if you just want to kind of also. And I'm going to use the same brush that I used for the contour because it doesn't really have anything on it, and I'm just like patting it in. Ooh. That is stunning. Such a nice like wash. Wash of pink. The thing about these is as well, they're really buildable. And they just give you, again, this undeniable, stunning glow. Ooh. I'm just going to add a tiny bit more of that, just on the apples. I really like the colour. And it's not too overpowering. Lovely. I'm gonna just quickly do my brows. I'm not doing much to them. I did tweeze them this morning. Again, I don't have a Charlotte Tilbury product, so I'm using the, I don't know if it's called Refi. Everyone says it different, but just a tiny bit of, it's got like a very, very light kind of wash of colour. Let's get some powder. I'm going to use, obviously, the very famous Airbrush Flawless Finish, and this is in the colour 2. So I use this anyway, or I have it in my kit, and when I am feeling a bit oily. But again, because this is kind of that really like glowy, I feel like Charlotte Tilbury's very like bridally. I'm using, this is called the Powder and Sculpt. And I'm just grabbing some product, and now we just want to place it where we don't want to look so glowy and make those areas, especially like the apple of the cheek and just the higher cheekbone, pop now. So as you can see, as soon as you add some powder to that, you're almost dictating now where you want that glow. I never like it right in between my brows or on top of my brows. I prefer that to look natural. Under my eyes. And I am going to apply some bronzer, so I just want to kind of powder those areas so it doesn't go patchy. I love that. Look at your cheeks, how, oh, they're just like, wow, so nice. And you can see where I've pulled some product and just placed it like under my brow bone, it's naturally got a highlight under there, which is unreal. I haven't even done that on purpose. And always don't forget your moustache. I've now got the Beautiful Skin bronzing brush. It's like a little kabuki. And I'm gonna go in with bronzer. Again, I don't have a Charlotte Tilbury powder bronzer with me, so I'm just gonna use the Gucci bronzing powder in the shade 2, and it's Eclat Soleil Dust. And I'm just gonna push that into the areas I want a bit of definition, a contour, and also some warming up, because it really isn't a Charlotte Tilbury look if you don't have bronzer on. They bronze and they glow. Just pop a little bit under the chin. This is a nice brush. And I'm gonna try and just even out those areas that we applied that cream bronzer. Very light motions, and I'm like literally blending as I apply. Nice. Put a bit on your jaw. Are we giving Charlotte Tilbury? Okay, so let's move on to the eyes now. We have 6 stunning palettes to choose from. I don't know which one to go for. Obviously you've got some emeralds there, some jeweled toned colors. This one is more of your like mauves, purples, really pretty. Here you've got like your pewters, again like a little jewel tone there with a bit of purple, and more neutrals. I feel like this definitely is more neutral, bar this one here, but it's great for highlighting. You've got your blue and your purples. They're all stunning. So I think for me, I am gonna go for more of a neutral today. So it's gonna be one of these. I'm gonna go for this one. This is called Super Neutral. Dreamy. Also, sorry about some noise. There's obviously building works going on and I can't really do anything about it. So I think I'm gonna start with something a bit cooler, and I'm using the eye blender. Oh my goodness. I tapped that off, whoa, thinking it will be really light, and it's so pigmented. And I've not even put a base on just because I did conceal slightly before. So I'm just gonna work straight onto it and see what we are working with in regards to pigment. That is pigmented, I have to say. Wow. Just really don't rush it as well, guys. Work slowly, keep blending, keep using circular motions to diffuse all the edges. And if you like that look here where it kind of joins to your brow, just slightly merge that together so it gives a bit more of like a sultry look. I can't believe that's just one color. I have to say, I love, love, love cool tones. And when you do blend it out, it does slightly warm up. Really pretty color. Wow. And I think because it's a cool tone, it's creating more of like a shadow look when I push it to the front. It doesn't look like a color, which is quite nice. Need to go in a little bit more there because the other side had more on the brush to begin with. But yeah, slowly, slowly just build up that product. I'm now gonna go in with the brown. I love that this brown, again, it's more like a cool toned brown. It doesn't have too much red in it at all. It's really just a brown. It almost is ashy, a bit of a khaki undertone to it rather than a chocolate red. And I'm just gonna go into that socket and just isolate the product there, not bring it out, but keep it quite strong. So it gives that nice depth just where we want it. I'm just gonna repeat that on the other side, isolating the product into the crease. Ooh. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade for the inner corner. It's using a pencil brush. This really opens the eye up. This is a nice smudger. I'm really impressed with how these look without a base. Wow, I love that. I think I'm gonna go in with this pewter shade now. Press in the middle. Wow, that is so stunning. Oh my goodness. That is unreal. Wow, that is so beautiful. I'm gonna use the same color I used first to go under my eyes, create a bit of a soft smoke. Just join it to like the ends of the eye. That is one color, and look how much that has done. Such a nice color. These palettes, I'm telling you, have literally just made me fall in love with eyeshadow again. Oh my goodness. That was so easy to create that look. I've literally used a few colors and I love how that's turned out. I'm gonna go in now with for bigger, brighter looking eyes, and this is an eyeliner duo. So we've got the light side and then the dark side, and I'm gonna use the light side to go into the waterline now. It's basically like a cream. That's really pretty. And it's not too pigmented, because sometimes when you put light inside the eye, I don't know about you guys, but it can make you look a bit like scary, especially white. I've never been a fan of white inside the eye. I always go for an off-white or a cream for my clients. Honestly, I literally feel like my makeup looks like the Charlotte Tilbury ads. Am I going too far now? Or do you agree? And I'm gonna go in with the other side. Love this because I want to create a bit of an eyeliner on top just to finish it off, but nothing too dark. So I'm just gonna go really close to the lash line. Very, very creamy pencil. Super creamy. Love that. I'm gonna use the eyeliner brush. It's called an eyeliner brush, just to smudge that out and soften all the edges. Yeah, nice. And I've kind of just blended that into the shimmer, and as you can see, look how open my eye looks there compared to this eye. It's just kind of made it look really nice and doll-like. And I'm just gonna repeat on the other side. I feel like this would be a really nice bridal look. And just making sure that it looks really dark against the lash line, that's the most important. You can even go along your upper waterline, just so it gives that more kind of defined look. Now for the mascara, very important part. This is called Exaggerize, like that, Exaggerize. Clever spin on words. Let's see the brush. That tells me a lot about a mascara. It looks a bit, just looking at it, I could be wrong though, off black. I love when a mascara is super, super dark, but I'm not gonna judge it. So I've got LBL at the moment, which means applying mascara is 10 times easier. So it's not the fairest of reviews regarding mascaras, but saying that, it's definitely like giving you volume and fullness quite quickly, which is good. And I do like that it's curved because it's just easier when it comes to getting the shape. Always wiggle, wiggle, wiggle at the root, because you'll get much more impact and depth around that area. And always get your end lashes and your inner corner lashes, because that makes a real difference to the shape of your eye. It's actually a nice mascara. The big question is, does it transfer? Again, I can't answer that straight away, but hopefully not. And lower lash mascara, really important. And what that would do is as well, where you get the product right at the root and you've brightened that waterline with the pencil, you can see there, then it makes the waterline look a lot more defined, which is a really nice look. The finisher, we're gonna go in with lips. So I did get sent a few different pencils. I'm going in with Pillow Talk 2. I feel like that for me is just a very me color. Definitely. I didn't want anything too brown and I didn't want anything too pink. This is just that nice balance, which I feel would suit my skin tone. I am familiar with these pencils. I mean, these are like very, very popular. The whole like Pillow Talk family is just very clever, because you've got Pillow Talk 1, Pillow Talk Medium, Pillow Talk Original. Even just like that, and you put some gloss on, I think it would be stunning. Lipstick of choice, I've actually never tried this and I've wanted to try it. It's the Pillow Talk Fair, and I just feel like for bridal, look at that, by the way, like no transfer. So for bridal, I love that, and I love like nuding the pencil down, so I always go over the pencil, because then it will have like a natural ombre. Can't have a Charlotte Tilbury look without a Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush Setting Spray. Party all night, stay all day. Let's go. I drenched myself. This is meant to prime and set for up to 16 hours. No melting, no fading, no creasing. Hold 6 to 8 inches away. Did I do that? Probably not. I feel like now I look so glowy on top. I need to spruce it up a bit. I'm just gonna use the stick and see what happens. And let's use this big brush. I mean, it sets quite quick, so we've got to be a little bit quick with it. Yeah, that looks better. Just as a little something. What do you think, guys? Do you like the finished look? This is my take on a classic Charlotte Tilbury makeup look. I have done my best to use mainly Charlotte Tilbury products. Like I said again, I know that this is quite an expensive makeup haul, and it's definitely in like a luxury makeup brand, I would say. But if you are thinking, oh, I love that or I want that when you're watching the tutorial, obviously there's some people that I'm sure it's all relative, can grab as many products as they want, but yeah, kind of building slowly is also totally fine. I hope you like this tutorial, guys. I hope that again it was informative and easy to follow. I will link all the products as always. I really appreciate all your support. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and turn your notifications on. Sending you loads of love, guys.